So by now you're reaching this video, and like I said, we're going to be educating you on the proper ways to introduce cannabis into your body for major reason for medical purposes. But we want you to understand the entire spectrum of what the cannabis plant offers you, rather than what all the stigmas tell us and all the media is telling us about how this cannabis works. So when I got diagnosed back in December, one of the first phone calls I made was to my boy Michael Teague here. He is the founder and creator of Scorpion Genetics, Scorpion 420, Scorpion 710, Scorpion CBD, you name it, it's Scorpion, it's all across the world. My man's been doing this for 35 years, the better part of his life. I've known him personally for 27 years. We grew up together. We grew up across the street from each other. Not really grew up, but later in life, about 18, 19 years old, we kind of joined arms and said, we always had a bond. We always had something there, and we've always stayed in contact. And it went away from the cannabis game, because that's where we kind of started. He was my connection back in the day. And so obviously he's the first guy that I go to. And knowing what this plant can do for us on the medical side of things, I had to go to the best in the world, and I knew the first call to make was this man right here. So I have promised to bring you the best knowledge, the best experts. I've made that promise to my people, and so here we are. This is where we're going to start. So without further ado, I'd like to just have Michael Teague here introduce himself briefly, and then we're going to get right into some education.
First, thank you. I know I know the struggles you're going through. You're not the only one. You just happen to be one of the closest to me personally. But with that said, I've spent, like he said, many years just enjoying the plant for what the plant had to offer, what we all thought it was for, and what we knew what we had. So I like my herb. Yeah. So one of the biggest problems I had was getting good herb. So just if you ever know me or get to know me at all, you'll understand. When I do something, I go deep.
Yeah.
So what I did is I just started growing it. Well, come to realize years later, after in the 80s growing weed, and really, I hate the word weed first off. It's an herb plant. It's cannabis. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't even
Let's give it the respect that is
I
due.
I don't even like the word marijuana. That's a made-up word by the government too. You know, it's a cannabis plant. It's a plant. So I have a lot of respect for this plant. It's changed my life dramatically in many different ways. The ebb and flows. But also in understanding I had to understand what I was doing. For years, what I was doing was growing this plant, and I was breeding CBD out because I was trying to get the highest, strongest plant out there, because that's what everyone wanted.
Right.
That's what people sold. That's what I thought I wanted. And it wasn't until, you're talking about winning cannabis cups in the 2000s, and you're talking about like in the mid 2000s, all of a sudden the CBD thing's coming out. Well, me thinking I'm an expert, realizing I didn't know anything. So, like I do with everything in life, I had to dive in. So I went around the world figuring out what this is. So I went to the guys like the Shante Babas, the Mr. Nice, the Somas in Europe. I went to who was the inventor of Canatonic, which you guys call Charlotte's Web. All these different strains, and I was figuring out what this is. And my world changed completely when I realized that I was part of the problem. I'm breeding out the best part of this plant. So, hence what I do today is I grow in several different countries, and we grow high CBD strains now. I've got a lot of good THC strains. I love them. I still have those in my bag of tricks.
Oh, yeah.
But right now what we're doing is really getting to understand the CBD. And then once I learned that, I had to learn how to extract it and figure out what's going on out there. So when a guy like Gary comes to me and he's asking me all these questions, and I'm sitting there trying, again, I'm not a doctor. I'm not here to tell you how to cure anything. I just know this plant does amazing things. So I said, Gary, we gotta start treating this thing like a vegetable. We gotta start doing different things. And so I used him as
An experiment.
Guinea pig.
I'll be your guinea pig, baby. Let's go.
Try this. What does this do? And so I had several people like Gary. Well, we figured a lot of things out. It wasn't overly hard. I have to say, the plant did what it had to do. So now we're running around with these different products. I'm helping those people out. And then Gary comes to me, a couple months ago and says, hey, how come you don't get the word out? Why don't we tell more people? And I said,
Yeah.
that's not me. I grow.
Yeah.
I invent. I learn. I'm not a marketer. I don't worry about sales. I don't worry about money. I'm blessed.
Yes.
I'm blessed in life. So I just do what I do. And so Gary's like, hey, what if we can do this? I say, bro, that's what you do. And you know, in life, you have to realize that people come to your life for a reason, and life has a way of giving you a direction. Mm-hmm. And I think this is where our relationship has evolved, because you're giving me a direction, I'm giving you a direction, and I'm just trying to follow this path. So that's why we're here today.
So yeah, I mean, we got a lot of content coming at you. I mean, it's gonna be insane. So we're gonna start right away. I'd like you to check out the next video. We're gonna dive right in. We're gonna get to the basics at first. We're gonna really break it down so you guys understand some of the terms that we're gonna be throwing out there right away. We're gonna be diving into the different parts of the plant, because I don't know if you heard right there that he actually works with taking some THC out to put more CBD back in. So what was that telling you? That they were actually taking CBD out before to put more THC in to get you more high, because that's what everybody was looking for. Now knowledge is power, right? We're understanding that fast food isn't the best thing for us. Let's put some vegetables and some good alkaline water in our body, right? So the same thing with this plant. Let's not treat it like a drug. Let's treat it like a plant, like an herb, like a vegetable. And I'm telling you, the stuff that he's been doing in my life, that teaching me, and I've just been an open book, because I'm not afraid, because I actually enjoy the euphoria and the different things that THC does for me that some people don't. But they got to understand, and we'll get into this, you don't need to get high to get THC in your body.
Nope.
I mean, we're here to share this with you. We don't want you guys to go out wasting your money thinking you're buying this CBD product and it's all good. Well, if you're not introducing THC in your body, then it's not even working. It's all up in your head. And that just goes to show you how strong your mind really is. So on the other side of this, come in, check out more videos, and we're going to go from there.